nawuyeka nini ucinga ngee-emotions nimamele ngee-emotions?
Mama, asidlali apha. Uyazi laa ntetho ithi, to the clean, all things are clean. But to the corrupt, nothing is clean. Kutheni umkrokela kangaka uMakaCwecwe? That's a scammer. That mhlawumbi ubhatelwe. Kutheni umkrokela kangaka? Because umazi wendlela ngoyihambayo. Unless, of course, nawe ubhatelwe to plant doubt ezingqondweni zethu so that we stop supporting uMakaCwecwe and this case goes away. Uthi wena sawuyeka nini ucinga ngee-emotions? Ndithi mna kuwe asizuyeka ucinga ngee-emotions. Ngoba phakathi kwe-thoughts nee-emotions kune-interconnectedness. These two entities cannot be entirely divorced because they influence each other. How we feel influences what we think influences how we feel. Sikule nyuva dem sikuyo nje as a country is because asicaphuki enough. Sizama uba rational kwizinto ezingadingi loo nto. Because we're trying to be bigger people, trying to understand and accommodate and. That's why sikule nyuva dem. And we're making noise because enough is enough. Zayiphinda nakule video, uCwecwe is all of us. Sonke singuCwecwe, including wena mama. Asizothula just because it makes you uncomfortable. Just because when I was born, which side of the struggle you belong to. Asizothula just to make you comfortable. Imizimba yethu zi-crime scenes. Imizimba yethu igcwele zii-fingerprints zabantu esingazange sibanike i-permission yoba basibambe. Asizothula because ayithulisi. Lo mfazi uyaxoka. Lo mfazi ufuna uskema abantu. Phakathi kwethu thina abantu basapota uMakaCwecwe. Nani nenabantu bangambhelivi. Akho nomnye oqinisekileyo into yobana kwenzeke ntoni because besingekho phaa. Akho mntu ubephethe ithotshi ejonga uba kwenzeka ntoni. Siyamsapota uMakaCwecwe because ii-chances zoba le nto yenzekile are far greater than uba ibe ayenzekanga. Sesihlala eSouth Africa, hello. Grape capital, hello. Eastern Cape, iphondo, inkqonkqoza phambili kwi-statistics, hello. So ii-chances zoba le nto yenzekile are far greater than maybe ayenzekanga. So samsapota uMakaCwecwe. Also, simsapota because thina siyayazi into yobana xa sisilwa istruggle, sisilwa single-handedly because we know ukuthi while esinye isandla sibhizi sifight i-system, esinye isandla silwa the same people we're trying to help. Because uMakaCwecwe xa iwina le case akaziwinela yedwa, uzayiwinela wonke umntu okay wayi-victim yi-SA. uHarriet Tubman uthi, I freed a lot of slaves. And I could have freed a whole lot more if only they knew they were slaves. Skin sakho if sinje awuna reason your behavior like.
Hello everyone, hello South Africans, hello to anyone who is involved one way or the other or who knows about the case of #Justice for Cwecwe, a 7-year-old little girl from Emadadela in the province of the Eastern Cape, whom we've all come to know as the victim of the most gruesome and unforgivable crime of violation and invasion. I have been tagged and DM'd by so many people after this video of this lady that I have stitched here. If you haven't gone to watch her video, you may want to take this time. Maybe before you listen to my response, you may want to take this time and go and watch her video and listen to her insights, I would say, for the lack of a better word. And Usisi calls herself the mother of the sun. And I just want to start by saying maybe it is very much opportune for me to say, lucky are those who live a life of privilege, where they know the journeys that they will walk in this life, where they know the darknesses that they will be able to avoid in this life, and where they know the misdemeanors and uncertainties and misfortunes that they will not be subject to in this life, because for as long as you're a human being, if you don't have certainty about any experience that life can throw at you, I think the courage to speak like this lady, you would never have it. I've never come across a person in the midst of a nation that rises and that continues to rise, not only for the little girl, but also to really bring a united joint forces of citizens of this country who are in their own respective rights, are either parents, who are either uncles, are either aunts, are either grandmothers, are mothers, are fathers, but who in all their means of existence, they are extendedly connected to someone who might either one day wake up and become a victim. Lo sisi uthi basaza kunye skema omama kaCwecwe, and the crux of her video and her response really cast aspersions. It insults the whole entire nation's intellectual prowess to have imagined that indeed rape could have occurred in Cwecwe, or any sexual violation could have occurred in Cwecwe, as having been attributed by a medical professional who examined her. But I think the most disturbing thing about your response, Sisomdala, is the insensitivity. There is an exceptionality about your existence that guarantees you into kokubana esakho isibeleko sawuphuma abantwana abangasoze bangene engcingweni. Abantwana bakho siswam bangangangena engcingweni yokudlwengulwa mhlambi because ucinga bangamakhwenkwe, because your handle says here mother of the sun. Abantwana bakho bangangangena mhlambi engcingweni yoba badlwengulwelwe abantwana babo, and nawe mhlambi nawe ungumuntu omdala and uxhoba ngazo zonke indlela zobana ungaze ube lixhoba lokuba udlwengulwe okanye kube khona any form of violation or crime that gets committed against you, where you would need not necessarily isankxwe sabantu uba bakuphakamele okanye bakuphakamise okanye beme nawe, because you might already be a well-resourced person who doesn't need abantu. But I think cross a line with your sensitivity, with your insensitivity, and I think we cross a line ngokusosibrekela ngenhliziyo yakho emdaka nengcolileyo nokufuna into kokubana usilawule uba ngezethu inhliziyo masithini na ukubonakalisa uvakalelo kwinto eyehlele umzi wakulo Cwecwe through uCwecwe. And I think the most disturbing thing about all your rhetorical questions, which smack of so much disrespect, a very disgusting undertone of reducing umama kaCwecwe into some subject that you can just refer to her any other way. The most disturbing thing about everything that you are saying is the fact that in your head, as intellectual as you want to portray yourself to be, in your head, all of a sudden, magmanyelwe umntana ngoba uthi wena umntana uthi zange adlwengulwe. And Tina, we are yet to listen to uCwecwe talking. We are yet to listen to you having a conversation with uCwecwe. We are yet to listen to any other authority that is legit, that must be given or accorded credence in terms of who Cwecwe is. Talking to us and saying uCwecwe uthi zangadlwengulwe. All of a sudden, sonke thina singongqondwana. Umntu clever nomntu okrelekrele nomntu smart apha nguwe, because in your household, a 7-year-old uyakwazi ukuma athi take the nation into her confidence and speak with the nation. You wouldn't jump wena as the authority, a elder over that minor in your household, and those rules of your household uzihamba uyozibeka kulo Cwecwe into bana they must apply kulo Cwecwe. All of of a sudden the rule that controls your house is also applicable to, is extended to kulo Cwecwe. So umama kaCwecwe becomes your subject, because when you emerge from this exceptional importance of a universe where everyone else who thinks different from you, they possess no intellectual or intelligence, you are the only person who possesses that. I think the a construed sense of importance that is attached to your articulation yile yokucinga into okokubana abanye abantu who have come into the fore to help umama kaCwecwe, they are subjected to having to be screened by you in order to legitimize or delegitimize them. I don't know what beef you might be having with Ngalo's involvement into a case kamama kaCwecwe. Is he the only person who got up and got involved? No, he's not. Did he commit any crime by extending his hand? If he's running already a non-profit organization that has given its footprint in society of involving itself in issues of injustices and other aspects relating to the work that his foundation does? No, it is not the first time. And to come here defame characters of people you know nothing about. I'm not a spokesperson of Ngalo, neither am I the spokesperson of umama kaCwecwe. I'm not even a spokesperson for South Africans, but I am here to condemn your disgusting undertone of disrespect komnye umfazi, and also all of a sudden, because when in your head umntana wako xa ena 7 ehlelo sisehlo esifana nesi, you would allow the nation to have conversation with your child. You would not stand up as a legal guardian for your child and speak and take the nation into your confidence in terms of narrating what has happened. But now you want us, Tina, we must be the ones wrong ngobana siphakame and lend a hand to umama kaCwecwe, and we are all of a sudden having to listen to you casting aspersions, insulting umama kaCwecwe, demeaning her and reducing and casting suspicion and questionable conclusion over her conduct. Where do you get the audacity to insult omnye umfazi? When you don't have the interest on this case, why don't you step aside? Who has compelled anyone to use either their voices, their resources, their networks, their connections, or whatever they want to use in order for them to add their voice on this case? I find people like you, being people who live in privilege, that is also a figmented imagination that lives only in their head. One day, South Africa will rise above rotten potatoes like yourself, who are objects of reversal. For every advancement that we need to do as a country, there's always going to be silly, disdainful, disgusting people of your caliber who really are not forces of progress, but you are rather enemies of progress.